And I'm getting choked up here. Going live. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We're here on Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas live, hanging out, answering your Royal Caribbean cruise questions. And we're going to start off with the most important question I could possibly ask, which is how many days until you're here, or at least on another Royal Caribbean ship? If your countdown in chat to your next cruise, let's count down together. We're here on Star of the Seas. It is day 2 of our 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. We were in Coco Key today, which was amazing. Had a great time in here. And we're here to answer your cruise questions, talk some Royal Caribbean together. We already had a couple super chats before the broadcast began. We had a double super chat before the broadcast began from Mr. Bob Dickens. Captain Bob, thank you very much. Just wanted to be the first super chat. I should know the answer. How long does it take usually to get your email with your cruise packet that has your luggage, I think it says tags, on 41 days? Is it right around 30 days? 30 days, right around there, Captain Bob. You'll get the email. You know, it's funny. You guys all know I'm all about planning. You know, do this, pre-plan, research, blah, blah, blah. Luggage tags, I think I print those out on average about 12 hours before my cruise sets sail. It's like the last thing I do because I always forget about it. But yeah, it'll be over there right around 30 days or so. Crazy Bout Cruising, thank you for the super chat. 32 days to Wonder back-to-back Icon. What is one upcharge you recommend for our first time on a Oasis class ship? Hold on, my message is being cut off here. I want to make sure I get this right. That isn't available on the Oasis class. That's a great question. Not Crown's Edge, not Pier 7. I had a not great dinner there tonight. You're going on Icon. Boy, it seems like it. I'm trying to get you something better than like something I can't think of. Boy, that's an excellent question. You really stumped me on this one. It seems like an easy one, but I can't think of. Now I'm going through the deck plans in my head. Like, right, deck 6, 5. Empire. That's a great. There you go. Empire Supper Club. We'll go with that. Of course, the Teresa McChain sitting next to me right here, because Becky Mencken couldn't be bothered to go on a cruise with me. So instead, I have Teresa, who couldn't be bothered to go on a cruise with me last week, and is here instead with me. But Empire Supper Club. It's a great suggestion, actually. I mean, I was struggling for one, but actually, that probably is the best answer. So there you go. Andrew coming in with a super chat. Back to back on Spectrum, starting on Saturday. What would it take to get you over to Asia and get you on this special ship? It's real easy. We just need to have. You ever seen Star Trek? We need transporters. You get those? I'm there, baby. But until that happens, to paraphrase Taylor Swift, it is never, ever, ever happening over there. Thank you for the super chat. These were all before the broadcast began. Okay, I see this. Mr. Frank Fusco coming with the super chat. Happy Monday, fresh off Wonder last week. Any idea if the casinos will all be non-smoking in the future or make the non-smoking casino larger? It was unbearable this trip. Usually not too bad ideas. Frank, unfortunately, I think there is a 0.0% chance Royal Caribbean is going to make the casinos non-smoking. I don't know. It escapes logic to me. I understand there's some folks in here who are smokers, and it's not against you guys. But I feel like, unfortunately, there's too many people who use the casino as a smoking lounge as opposed to a casino in which you're also smoking. But I digress. Frank, I just feel like Royal has this horse has been beaten many times by different people. If they haven't done it yet, I just don't see them changing it. It seems like they're not willing to give up $1 of potential revenue for it, and that's the reason why. So I think that's at play right there. So Andrew coming in with another super chat. Liberty application casino cabins. Look up the deck plan. I hear you with the Utopia Playmakers cabin. This is not this. There's genuinely 5 cabins in the casino replacing the tables currently are. If this is the case, I am sending one Craig Hart on board in order to research this. Although Craig would never actually be in his room then. That doesn't really help him. And it's someone who's will be staying in their room. But there are some, I would say this, Andrew, on Utopia of the Seas. my neighbor Kenny, who may or may not be watching from on board Explorer this season right now, he booked a room that looked on the deck plan looked like it was inside Playmakers, and it wasn't, obviously. I mean, it was just near it, but he said there were no issues there. But yeah, there's some weird ones out there. They're very creative with where they place their rooms. Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. 214 days to Liberty transatlantic from Southampton. When you sailed from Southampton, did you tour London? I did. I spent like 3 days over there. If so, how much did MEI help book tours plans? They didn't. I didn't ask them for it. They can certainly assist. You know, this is one of the best things about a good travel agent like MEI Travel. Whether or not they assist you like with booking it, they can at least offer advice. So many of them have been to these places before and can share their own anecdotes. They have their own little group chat that the agents are in, like Becky V, who's not saying hello to me in their group chat, but they're able to source information and tips and advice and help you with it. I'm not sure. Do you know, Teresa? Like, you have like the shore excursion thing, which you could book through that, right? Yeah. So to some extent, yes. I mean, I don't want to like overpromise what they can do, but they can certainly, if there is an option for that, absolutely, especially if it's organized tours. When I went to London, and I've been there a couple different times, I've usually just gone on my own, you know, watch a couple YouTube videos, figure out kind of the highlights of, I want to see this place, that place, and this place. It's really easy to get around. But if you want to do something more, like you want to go to like Stonehenge or do a tour that's more inland, they can absolutely help you out with that. I don't have TLA, J and B. Thank you for being a club member for 4 months. Just wanted to say hi, Matt. Can't wait for the group cruise next April on Mariner of the Seas. My first group cruise. That's gonna be an awesome group cruise on Mariner. A lot of folks I know are signed up for it. Great rates on it and great itinerary. Sailing out of New Orleans. Very, very excited for that one. And by the way, since you are our first member re-up or member sign up on this live stream, next Monday we have a members only live stream. So coming up right after this one, which will be a lot of fun. Thank you for your support. We got Tom Hool in the house. Michelle Stevenson is here. KJ is here. We also have Smokey Bandit, who is somewhere else on board this ship. Bill Smith. Hi, Matt. Star or Icon of the Seas or same difference? They're more or less interchangeable. Two things I like, there's, you know, Back to the Future versus Wizard of Oz, the different supper clubs. The Aquadome Market has different setup than another one, but they're more or less the same. I wouldn't like, you know, say, guys, you got to go on one over the other, but they're very good. So makes the decision basically whichever is cheaper or what have you. Justin Oken from MEI Travel is here. Happy Monday, all. Finally in. 97 days till Star of the Seas. Good choice, Justin. Love that. And the Teresa McShane also in our chat. Not only is she sitting next to me, she's also here in the chat. She's moderating. She's dealing with Mark McShane, the Mark McShane, excuse me. And she's doing it all right now. Debbie became a club member. Let's go, Debbie. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. I'll see you hopefully next week on our members only live stream. All right, guys. Well, let's answer as many cruise questions as we can today. Frank, love the shirt. It's Caribbean night. I usually pack the shirt anyway, but hey, it's Caribbean night, so I'm looking my part. Also, I can work at the Lime and Coconut if need be. I'll fit right in. Becky Menken from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Becky. Welcome. Glad to have you joining us here. Madison is on the same cruise. Are you on board Star right now? That's awesome. A lot of friends on board. Let's see here. Do lots of great countdowns here. Mary at 47 days. Dan at 43 days. Madison 202 till Star. Ann coming in with a re-up for 1 year exactly. Thank you, Ann, for being a club member. I'm at 16 days till back-to-back on Vision. If I have a prepaid Starbucks card, I'm going to use it on the ship. Yes, you can use it to pay for your drinks on board. You just can't redeem any rewards, but absolutely. And Mr. Cowboy Valley coming in with a membership, re-upping for 1 year also. Thank you, my friend. We're in Texas City, ready to board on Allure back-to-back tomorrow morning. I hope the craps tables are friendly to you, because that sounds awesome. Next question is from Sarah. Do you know anything about the refresher package not including Powerade and Red Bulls? That was like a rumor that went around on Facebook because the Royal Caribbean website, which gets updated all the time, omitted it accidentally. It's still included. Don't worry about it. Next question is from. So I'm trying to catch up here. We had a lot of super chats and lots of friends in the house already, which is fantastic. We're getting there. There we are. Zach Boyles coming with the super chat. Thank you, Zach. Hi from Harmony. Hard to believe we are here for this plus 2 more live chats. Dude, 3 weeks in a row? I approve. Shout out to Josh Carruthers from MEI Travel and Matt and the whole Royal Caribbean blog team. Josh is amazing. That's awesome, dude. That's a lot of cruises in a row. Nicely done. Scooby Moto, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Matt. We're going to Western Caribbean on Icon February 27. Would you go to Paradise Beach at Cozumel or the new Royal Beach Club? Well, the new beach club isn't open yet, so I can't evaluate it. I'm very curious about the new beach club. A couple things. One will be price. In Nassau, the price was set, and I thought it was an appropriate price given how much other properties were charging for their all-inclusive day passes, namely Atlantis, Margaritaville, and the Baja Mar. In Cozumel, it is cheaper there, competition-wise. Paradise Beach, Mr. Sancho's, all the Nachi Coco. So I'm curious to see how much they'll charge for it. But of course, as we've learned from Royal Beach Club in Nassau, there's the price, the listed price, but then in reality, you get a lot of sales, the price comes down. For those of you keeping score at home, I'll be going to check out Mr. Sancho's and do my official review of that this week when we're there, because it's been a while since I've been there. I've kind of slammed them a lot for being bad, and I want to go back and see if it's as bad as I remember it, or maybe it's better. We'll see. So to answer your question, I would wait and see. But Paradise Beach is a really good option, obviously. I have no problems about that. Adam Duncan, thank you for the super chat. I don't see him. Oh, there it is. Will I have the option to royal up on a cruise earned through the casino? Yes, you will. It'll show up there, and there's no difference. Once you're booked, you basically get the same things there to do that. The only one you wouldn't be able to, here's a fun fact for all of you. Do you know who you could book a cruise through that you can't royal up? Because the answer is Costco. So that's one of many reasons you shouldn't use Costco or those big companies that have nameless agents who are taking your bookings, but a very strange one indeed. But casino's totally fine. Becky says we have a lot of resources to help with tours. We have specialized DMs. What's a DMC? We have specialized DMCs that can help with basics to really exclusive experiences. This is so impressive. Becky has come up with new terms to describe it that no one's ever heard of before. But hey, it's there to help you out. So there you go. Let's see here. Michelle says our MEI travel agent helped us find a company to organize pre- and post-cruise tours, and it was awesome. So Becky Mencken not making it up, even better. Captain Bob coming with another super chat. Thank you, Captain Bob. I just seen our local in Chicago lady was heading to Miami for her cruise same day, and her flight is canceled. She missed the ship. It never ceases to amaze me, Captain Bob, how, I guess we'll say ignorant. I assume this is ignorance, probably. People are about this stuff. It happens all the time with people who fly the same day of their cruise. And it's such a preventable problem, and unfortunately people do that, and they're genuinely surprised. And it's like, well, madam, there's a great resource online you should learn about. But anyway, I digress. Destination Management Company. There you go. That's what DMC means. Okay, cool. Ryan, going on Allure and Oasis. What's your favorite adult arcade game? Probably the Beer Garden game with Heidi. Now, they don't have it on many ships anymore, but that was my favorite. I mean, I never won any money on it. Boy, it was fun. On this ship, I haven't played it recently. Huff and Puff was really good on Utopia. Craig didn't like it. Craig Hart, who may or may not be in the chat right now, hated it, but I won money on it. You know what? The truth is, the answer is any machine that pays out. It's usually a good one. But the cooking machines, the hot pots, that's a great one as well. A lot of fun. Madison, I have a question. I'm going on a Star of the Seas in 2026, which is the year I'm going, October 4th through the 11th, on the same route you went to. It's a good choice, if that's your question. I don't see a question in that statement, but yes, it's a good choice. How far of a walk is the ship to Royal Caribbean's Coco Key? I have mobility issues. So a couple things. When you get off the ship on the pier, there is a complimentary tram for folks with mobility issues. So you can get on that one. So that would be 0% walking. It would bring you to the start of the pier, end of the pier. Everyone look at it. And then from that point, it's a very short distance to another tram service, which can take you around the island. So as long as you have a little more patience, those are available to you, no additional costs. Otherwise, if you were to go down the pier at a regular non-dad pace, I would probably say it's a 5-minute walk. It's pretty quick. Let's see here. Next question. We got Shiphead 2024. Thanks for becoming been a club member for 1 month. Hi, Matt. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you. And Derek Wildstar coming with 6 months. A lot of people re-upping their memberships. I love that. 4 days till adventure to the sea. Shout out to Justin from MEI. He has definitely helped me and my family up our cruise game. I mean, Justin will literally drop his plate of food to book you a cruise. That's how committed he is. That's awesome. Love that. Fantastic. Amy, answers for Aruba excursion. Recently was just there a couple weeks ago. I'd recommend the Riu Palace Resort. You can get through resortforaday.com. Resortforaday.com. So there you go. Kenny, my neighbor in the chat, Royal Beach Club tomorrow, and answers of what to do. Yes, number one, do not cancel your reservation in April because you're trying to save money on those. Don't do that. Keep that one. Number two, make sure your wife has plenty of these old fashions she claims she drinks now. Who knew? And then, of course, make sure you take care of your friends, Kenny. You know, the ones that might have a little too much to glug, 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 and then whoopsie and fall on their face. Just saying hypothetically, make sure you support your friends instead of videoing them writhing on the floor. But otherwise, enjoy your time and look out for some of the best. What was the name of the waiter we had, the bartender at the bar? He was so good, I forgot his name. But whoever that guy was, not Jordan, I forgot his name, but say hello to him. Next question is from Adam Duncan. Thank you for the super chat. Will I have an option to royal up a cruise? Oh, yes. The answer is yes, you will. It'll show up there just like any cruise. So. Alex, what do you predict Lalepa to be announced, and what might it include? You probably won't get an announcement, like a formal thing, until at least next year. And even then, you might not be until 2027. But that is next year, Matt. Okay, thanks. But even then, it might not be much closer to it. Royal Caribbean, a couple things. Royal Caribbean likes to keep you all focused on the next thing, not 3 things down from now. Even though in your mind, Alex, you're like, well, they already announced it, Matt. You're right. But they don't want you focused on that. They want you focused on Legend of the Seas right now. That's the focus. That's why, by the way, we haven't gotten any Icon 4 stuff yet. They want you focused on what's next. They don't want people saying, oh, there's something else coming up a year from now that's kind of interesting. I'll wait and book that. They don't want you thinking that. They want you sitting there with your wallet open, ready to book and buy something else. So that's probably, so the answer is almost certainly at least a year from now. Next question is from Mike. How does the reserve seating for entertainment work on Star of the Seas in a suite? So you still need to make reservations just like anybody else. The difference is there is a reserve section for you. So when you walk into the theater, there's a section for folks with the Key, Suites, Diamond Plus, Pinnacle. I don't know if there's one other one, but it's a reserve section. You could get a seat there or sit somewhere else. Basically, it's a backup option for you. In some cases, it's great seating. In other cases, you may say, oh, no, I'd rather sit over there. So it's just available. All you have to do is show your SeaPass card, and you're good to go. AvGeek, how is Star so far? I saw the bad weather in a live stream in Port Canaveral on Sunday. That was about the worst of it. It rained really bad at sail away, so oh well. It did save me from talking to Smokey Bandit, so that was good. But otherwise, the weather today was beautiful here in Coco Key. It was hot. It was hot. It was sunny, and we're moving away from it now. So I think we skirted it. I think we've got pretty lucky with that. So pretty good. Yeah, the sailway unfortunately wasn't great, but hey, it was dry the whole day. Was it?
A typhoon.
Typhoon, yeah. When we left, yeah. But the whole afternoon and the morning, it was great over there. So, in the grand scheme of things, I'll take that. It's not too bad. Next question is from, where's Costco or the Key? Oof, I'd probably go with Costco, but that's a good one right there. I gotta do like my all-time like Matt hates video, and that'd be 2 of them right up there. Mark, going to Rhapsody of the Seas in April from Tampa. How was the terminal in Tampa? Fine, easy, small, but fine. I wanted to book excursion in Cozumel for the city tour through Royal, but they said I was too old. Is this you, Mark?
Nope.
No. You don't need it. Honestly, a couple things. Number one, a city tour in any city, you don't need to book through the cruise line. It's a glorified bus tour. Number two, your situation, what I would do is I go through a website called like Viator.com or some other third party that you can pre-book. I just make sure they have good reviews. I'm sure you'll find one that's available for you over there. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Captain Bob coming in with his 17th, I think, super chat of the night. Thank you, Captain Bob. A while ago, I was mentioning all-inclusive I went to in Roatan. It's called Fantasy Island. You should look it up. Very nice. I believe Royal Caribbean allows you to go there. We are going to Roatan on this cruise, but I already planned out a different tour. I thought Craig Hart was coming on here. So I planned out a whole catamaran for us to go on. He's not coming on there, so I'm going just with my family. But we do have plans already, but thank you for the recommendation. I did see that through Royal Caribbean as an option when we were looking at ideas. Next question is from... Oh, Madison's question from earlier that wasn't a question. How would you rate it so far? 10 out of 10. It's great. I mean, the Icon class ships are so good. Ray's on too. Thanks for being a club member for a month. What's up, Matt? 278 Days of Harmony. We're under 300. Whoop, whoop. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for your support, my friend. Appreciate you, Ray's on too. We'll see you on our members-only live stream next Monday. Maybe with Becky Mankin. Who knows? I think she will be there. Let's see here. Next question is from... good question from J-Rod. I like this one. What is the etiquette for traveling with a small group when you have enhanced benefits like access to Coastal Kitchen or Diamond Club and other persons in your group do not? It's tough. I deal with this a lot because not everyone I cruise with has access to the things I do as a Pinnacle Club member. The answer is, unfortunately, you forego them, or at least you limit your... you could just ignore your friends, I suppose. Craig Hart does that. But I would say that the truth is you probably just forego them. Because the rules are you can't bring you can't bring non-suite guests in the suite lounge. You can't bring non-diamond members into the crown lounge. So to me, it's not the end of the world. Now you could still you leverage them, right? Go in the morning to the crown lounge, get your coffee. Just don't hang out in there all the time. And to me, that's fine. If you're cruising enough that you're in a Royal Caribbean blog live stream and you have these kinds of benefits, I'm going to go on a limb and say you cruise a lot or often enough that it's not that you won't miss those benefits of being them, but I feel like it's not like your only time, Obviously, if you were like, Matt, I've never cruised before, it's my first time in a suite, then I would ditch your friends and go hang out in the suite lounge. But that's probably not the case, I'm imagining, in your situation, J-Rod. So that's why I say that. But also, tough love is tough love. And you say, all right, we're going to do our own thing or catch up with you a little bit later. That's also the great thing about cruising is you can be with friends but not be attached at the hip and be let's go do our own thing for a little bit. We'll catch up with you a little bit later. That's not unreasonable. Let's see here. Next question is from Living Well with Amber. Thank you for the super chat. Does Icon and Star have happy hour drinks on our vacation day? They do. They have one. That's a drink special. Is that the other one, right? Oh, it is. There it is. Look at that. The answer is yes, they do. So here's one example of one. This is the Margarita 140. I think this is fleet wide. But they have other ones as well. So, yes, they do.
It's always happy hour on a Royal Caribbean
It's
cruise.
Always happy hour on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. It's true. It's true. Just as I've had to replace all the plates in my house multiple times over. If you listen to Matt, I didn't say he drops his plates. It's not on the floor. He puts them down. He stops what he's doing. The only time I have seen Justin do it, but it was on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, so it wasn't his plates. I'm just saying. Ignite Export. Why does Royal Caribbean not update the cabins in older ships? Even though even cosmetically to bring them more modern isn't a cost issue. It is 1,000% a cost issue. They'll never admit it, but it's a money's thing. It's just they're being cheap. To some extent, listen, I'll play devil's advocate. I wish it's on Brilliance of the Seas. It has much more dated decor than what I'm here on Star. It didn't bother me. I wasn't like, oh my god, this room is so dated. That's how Becky Mencken looks at life. I am not like that. I'm much more easygoing, no problem on. I'm on vacation. Becky, however, is like, oh, this room was made before 2012. I cannot stay here. I am not happy. This is why Becky come on these cruises. But I don't think it really matters. I mean, truthfully, I really don't think it matters. Yes, do I notice the aesthetic? Of course I do. I see it too. But like, I feel like you get over it pretty darn quickly. And I think that functionally, as long as it's not broken, right, then I don't have a problem with it as much. Would I like for it to be updated? Absolutely. But it's not as, it doesn't create a problem as much as you think. I don't know. Call me crazy. But it's a cost issue. 100%. It's just money. Jenny Monarch McGuire, thank you for the super chat. Can you share more about Allianz's annual coverage? Yeah, so if you're cruising or traveling, really, more than about 3 times a year, right around 3, an annual travel insurance plan probably will be cheaper. The break-even point kind of depends a little bit. You can look at it, obviously, buying individual ones versus annual. With the annual plan, there's pros and cons. An annual one, if you were to, it covers on multiple cruises and multiple trips. Don't forget, it covers you as long as you travel a certain distance from your house. So not only your cruises, but if you go, you live in, wherever Teresa lives in Iowa, I don't know where, and she were to actually join us on a group cruise once in a while, and if in the meantime she would drive somewhere else, that would cover that as well. Hi. No comment.
Everybody's going under the bus.
But it covers land trips as well. The thing with anyone, the thing with it is once you make a claim on it, it basically takes up your claim and then you have to get a new one after that. But it's very cost effective because if you're like me, I mean, I buy them every year, annual travel insurance plans. I have yet to cash one in, so it's more cost effective than buying individual ones. Yeah. But it also depends how much you travel. If you're taking like 1 or 2 cruises a year, it's not worth it unless you're doing a lot of land travel as well. So you really got to look at how much you're traveling and take that into account. But it can be it's not as expensive as you think. I think a lot of people assume, it's got to be like super pricey. It's right around, generally speaking, 3, maybe 4 trips, not 6, 7, Craig, just 3 or 4.
5 or 6 if you're old.
5 or 6 if you're old. Teresa said, I would never say that, but Teresa would. Scooby Moto, thank you for the super chat. For late February, Hideout Cabana or over the water? Hideout Cabana for one reason only. That pool is heated. The ocean is not. Well, it's heated, but by the sun. Late February is probably safe, but just to be safe, on the safe side, no questions about it, I would do the Hideout Cabana. In fact, Miss Teresa McShane was there today at the Hideout Cabana. She did invite me gracefully after she invited Craig, but I was unable to join. But anyway, I've been there a number of times. It's a wonderful place to go to and really, really nice. Kathy, when you leave the ship, do you take your original passport? You take a picture of it on your phone. Original passport, because a photo of a passport is like a photo of cash. It's useless. It won't get you anywhere. It won't do anything for you. Take the original, otherwise don't bring it at all. Next question. Oh boy, I almost broke the entire computer there. All right, we're back. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're good. Next question is from Captain Bob Dickens, coming with another super chat. Thank you, Captain Bob. I'm so glad I found your channel a while back because I was that person traveling the same day of my cruise. Not anymore. Thanks to you, brother. I am so glad that you're here and we could save you from that potential travel, disaster is what it could have possibly been. So, hey, that's awesome. Love to hear that. Sticky Shower Curtain. What a great name. Is this Tony Diaz? Happy St. Patty's Day for tomorrow. Thank you. 88 Days to Liberty, 138 to Legend. What's the best bar to try first in the Icon class ship? Ooh. Well, the 1400 bar is really good. So I'd probably put that one as like, is that my number 1? Wait, stand by. Now I'm going through probably the 1400 bar. It's the most unique bar that you don't get on other ships. Blah, blah, blah. I'd probably point to that one. There are other very nice bars here, but yeah, 1400 bar. It's the bar when you first walk in on the ship. It'll probably, well, it depends which entrance you use. It'll either be to your right or your left. It's right by Starbucks. You'll see it's the quintessential Icon class bar. Tennessee Cruising Mom. We'll be on the President's Cruise. We've been on both Icon Star and So Nice. Oh, will I be on the President's Cruise? Yes, I will be. I'm booked on there, and I think I'll be keeping that one. Dawn, first time at a cabana at Royal Beach Club, and I'm not sure how much to tip. I don't want to be cheap about it. Can you tell me what's the norm? I did a video about this. I usually get $100 for the cabana is usually my go rate. It's a safe one. Obviously, if you think they deserve more than that, more. At the end of the day, the tip is appreciated. They're not going to, stick their nose up at you. So, but I used to have about $100 for your group. It's probably sufficient. Chris Stell coming in with a super chat. Thank you, Chris. No question, just a small show of support. Thanks for all you do for all of us to make our vacations better, as well as entertaining us between cruises. You are very welcome. Mark, have you used GoPort often? My team has used it. We reviewed it. They loved it. They thought it was great. So we're giving it the thumbs up over there. I don't personally use it, but yeah. Craig is in the chat. Ray Nancy, hello. Chef and Tell, what a great name also. Thank you for the super chat. We have the spacious family pool cabana and 10 passes at Royal Beach Club. Our 11th person is a 4-year-old. Supposed to be free. Do we need a pass still for her? No. In my experience, let me put it this way. In my experience, if you're talking about when you get to the cabana, will they give you a problem for having an 11th person? No, especially if it's a 4-year-old. Just don't be a problem, don't cause issues, don't be rowdy, that kind of a thing. But again, you could rely on the fact that you have a 4-year-old, and if they're free, then they really don't count. I doubt they're going to give you a problem with that one. I'm watching Tonight versus taking a biochem test. Struggle is real. I mean, study hard, but I would say this much. I mean, you should study, but don't forget this will be on replay later on. Although I won't be able to interact with you later on, whereas your biochem test isn't going anywhere. Just saying. Becky. Jill 1228. Thank you for the super chat. Said see message below, Jill. I don't see no message below. I see Teresa. Oh, there it is about it. You're well below. 545 days till our back-to-back on alert. And they're limited to 1 bottle of wine each. Since we're doing a back-to-back, we read 2 bottles each. Yes. Basically, just tell them if they don't say anything. If they ask you, say we're doing a back-to-back. Technically, they're supposed to confiscate your second bottle and give it back to you at the end of the cruise. They probably won't, but just telling you that's the policy right there. My husband is a Phillies fan, is side-eyeing with jealousy that you're cruising. Well, I'm sorry that your husband has terrible choice in sports teams, but I do wish you all were here with us. Dan Payne, thank you for the super chat. We're going on Wonder in November. Is it still worth it to do Royal Beach Club, even though the next port day is Coco Key? Yes, absolutely. You know why? Because that's the next day. That is next day Dan Payne's thing to do. But you got it the day before. They're different days. So I think most folks would probably say if they're going on a cruise, 3, 4, 7 nights, doesn't matter. They want to do something fun every day. And so I think it's absolutely worthwhile. And I don't think it's a mistake at all. If you're doing 7 nights and you've already done 3 beach days, you make that argument. But on Wonder, which you're either doing a 3 or a 4-nighter, I don't think that's a mistake at all. I think it's a wonderful way to spend your time. Life with SK. Thank you, just thanks for the message. Go to my first Royal Cruise next week and have the deluxe drink package. Any drink recommendations? Lime and coconut, if you have it, is a great one. The lava flow with Kraken rum is fantastic as well. And where's my wife? Well, she likes. It's not yet on every single ship yet. That Taylor Swift song drink that I forgot. So helpful, I know. But how about 2 out of 3 drink recommendations? That was pretty good. Which one? Oh, PB&J Old Fashioned. Yes. Did they say what ship they're going on? They didn't say which ship. But yes, that'd be definitely a go-to. Mr. Craig Hart coming in with the 22 months membership. That is 22 more than Kenny. I always hear about travel agents. Why don't people talk about TP? Not that. Trans-Pacific Cruises sound more like fun. I got Matt to say TP. Hi, Mark and Teresa. Trans-Pacific Cruises. If you got the time, my goodness, what an awesome thing. Actually, fun fact, my parents have done Trans-Pacific Cruise. I have not. But it sounds awesome. Thank you, Craig, for your support. Always appreciate you. Anthony, do coins amassed on a celebrity cruise count towards Royal Caribbean? Going forward, yes, they do, but not retroactively. So there you go. Next question is Big Dash Energy. How can we stay Coco Key? You can't. There's no option for it, unfortunately. Jerry, main dining room for breakfast or Windjammer? I probably prefer Windjammer. Main dining room is great. It's obviously a much slower experience. That's the problem with that. I think every time I go to the main dining room, I'm always like, well, this is fine. But I like the variety the Windjammer has. I just, you go in there thinking I'm gonna get eggs and bacon, but then you know what? There's Asian fried rice, and I can go for Asian fried rice in the morning, or something else you weren't expecting to find, and you're like, that looks really good. So I think for that reason. But if you're looking for more of a, let's enjoy, sit down and relax, definitely the way to go. Plus, the seating is much more reliable in the main dining room because you're gonna get a table over there.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. There you go. Susan Westfall, thank you for the super chat. Do happy hour drinks at the Suite Lounge count against your daily allowance? They do. If you're not staying in a suite, hold on. Let me back this up for a second. I, as a Pinnacle Club member, am not staying in a suite on this cruise. They counted towards me. But if you are staying in a suite, no, it does not. So I probably should have clarified that. So Susan, if you are staying in a suite and you're in the Suite Lounge, no, it doesn't count towards that. During the happy hour, it's unlimited. But as a Pinnacle Club member, technically, it's supposed to count towards my drink count. Does it always happen? No, but technically, that's how it's supposed to work. So right there. Let's see here. Next question is from Appalachian Patriot. Tips for Tampa Port, first time using that port this weekend. If it's not too late, go and book your pre-book your parking. If you're driving, if you're flying, don't worry about this. But do the valet parking. It's like $15 extra total. Only available in Tampa. It's amazing. Gotta check it out. So there you go. Cool. Next question is, how do you feel about hiding ducks all over the ship? I love it. My youngest daughter is really into it. I think it's harmless fun. So I think I'm all for that. Not my thing. Like I don't do it, but it looks like people enjoy it. R. Crawford. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, man, I found an inexpensive suite like your recent video. Room size is up to 8, but you can only book 4. How to get around the booking limits?
Either a travel agent or you have to call again.
Yeah. Call a travel agent. Don't bother. Teresa was very nice and says you can call it in. Trust me when I tell you, I've read enough posts on message boards, Reddit threads, Facebook, Becky Menken's email that I stole the password to. I've seen enough people complaining that they have gone in there and they're like, I called the Royal Caribbean, I thought I booked this, and it turns out I didn't actually book it. Work with a good travel agent. They can help you out with that. This is very typical when you have larger capacity rooms where they're not available to book online, but through a travel agent, they can do that. So, yeah, there's a couple different MEI travel agents right now. Justin Oken is out of silverware at his house, so please don't call him. But Kelly O is there. Teresa is in there. I'm not talking to Becky V anymore, so I don't know if she's in there or not. But yeah. Let's see here. Next question is from Lithium Life. Can the one person 3 devices be online at the same time? Yeah, absolutely. With a 3-device package, you can be online with 1, 2, or 3 devices. It doesn't matter. You can share them. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as you have the password. It's just concurrently 3 devices at one time. Let's see here. Next question from Big Blue. Back with another question this week. Is the Empire Star Program Star worth $200 price tag? And is it adults only? It's not adults only, although there is no child pricing. And it is worth it, yes. I've done it. I've done on Star. I've done the Empire Star Program Icon twice. I've done the Lincoln Empire Star Program once on Star. Fantastic. I like it a lot. If my wife ate more, she's very picky if I don't admission. If she wasn't so picky, I would definitely go there more often. Mark, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Are there any plans to replace Jamie's with Giovanni's on Anthem of the Seas? As of right now, no, because Anthem's not due for dry dock. As we saw with Ovation, they're doing that. So the answer is officially no. Could it happen? Sure. But there's nothing been announced or revealed to that point. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Next question is from Sorry, I'm just scrolling here. Smoky Bandit. Oh God, Smoky Bandit is standing right behind me. That's the one freaking me out. Too late. Hankster, when booking your check-in time, when using the app, it asks for your phone number and for our emergency phone contact number. Does that matter the format used with the dashes or no? I believe you're not allowed to put any dashes in because I don't know my daughter's phone number by heart. Yeah, I don't know. He signed up for it. It's not even like the same area code as me. So I just copy and paste it. And when you try to put in the characters, it'll yell at you not to put in characters. So you want to have no characters in there. Let's see here. We got a lot of super chats. Holy smokes. Amy Harrell. I don't see a message from you. Thank you, Amy. Hold on. I would say I'll look for it later, but you know me. Bad looking. Hi, Matt. Do you get double crown and anchor points for staying in a junior suite? You do indeed. You get an extra point. Let's put it that way. So at 1 point per night, you get 2 points per night. If you're staying solo in a junior suite, you get 3 points per night. Jordan Airbacher, thank you for the super chat. I've never been to Mexico. Does my brother need a passport to get off the ship? No, he does not. When you're in Mexico, and almost every port in the Caribbean, I don't say every port because maybe there's like one oddball one, but you don't need your passport. Nope. You just walk off the ship, have your SeaPass card. Form of ID is a good backup, is a good idea, but you don't need to get. It's not like when you get off an airplane and you got your customs. It's different for cruise ship passengers. Ainsley, thank you for the super chat. Symphony in 6 days. What is good to do in Puerto Plata? I've done 2 different things in Puerto Plata. First of all, the port area is really nice. The port area is it's very large. It's a tourist trap, but they have a great lazy river to go to. It's not bad, just like let's take it easy kind of day. But otherwise, like going to resortforaday.com and going to a day pass to one of those beaches is really nice. I'd recommend that. Ketchup or mustard on a hot dog? Mustard. Ketchup is just gross. I don't like that. Justin is at Walmart getting more. Nice. Smoky Bandit. Wow. Not only is he stalking me, but he's giving me super chats. Matt, you picked a great spot for this stream. Not my first rodeo, sir. But I have learned this after many bad rodeos. I have learned this is a great spot for it. Yeah. The airflow is really good over here. This bar is usually pretty dead at this time of night. And there's good airflow. It's just very comfortable. I have a nice seat over here. So, yeah. Thank you for your generosity. Amy Harrell. Oh, Amy, we answered your question in your super chat. Thank you for your generosity. Appreciate you. Best secrets or tips on Anthem of the Seas? 270. Like, if you ever like, I got nothing to do, what should we do now? Go to 270, hang out there. It's really, really nice. Next question is from Gustavo. Thank you for the super chat. Any noticeable changes to Mariner this season? The dry dock? No. Royal Caribbean does 2 kinds of refurbishments. Dry dock, refurbishments, and amplifications. Mariner is just a dry dock. It's like bringing your car in for oil change. It's just under the hood type work, that kind of stuff. And as far as I've heard, nothing really remarkable about it one way or another. Mr. Steve Welker is here. Steve, I hope the sunburns are healing. I'm not saying who got sunburned, but I'm just saying it's not Steve Welker. It's the other Welker. But I'm not naming names. Kid coming in with a super chat. I saw your Facebook post the other day, and I was like, oh, that's Mad Kid. When you first came in here, I thought you were 12 years old, but you're not 12 years old, which is great. Thank you for the super chat. Any legend, after Legend comes out, will Star be your number 2? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll go down there and be unimpressed by it. It remains to be seen, but it's a good question. I generally do gravitate towards newer ships, but you never know. So far, Icon and Star have been so interchangeable. Like, I kind of like you. People ask me, which one's your favorite? I'm like, they're kind of more or less the same. So I'm not sure Legend, but I'm not sure yet that Legend. There are some nice changes. I'm looking forward to them. I'm curious about some of them, but we'll see. Christopher Bayona, thank you for the super chat. What is your favorite dessert on a cruise? The campfire cookie is probably number 1. It's at Playmakers, does cost money. It's consistently the best, most decadent dessert. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the New York style cheesecake in the main dining room, or just some ice cream or something like that. But like they're not like, I don't sit at home and be like, man, I really wish I had the New York cheesecake in the main dining room. The campfire cookie though, that's when you'll lose some sleep over. It's pretty good. Barry B in the chat. Hello, Barry B. Good to see you. Hey Matt, was just on Star 4 weeks ago for my 30th birthday. Shout out to Fox and MEI Travel. What's your latest and most feasible tips for solo cruisers trying to climb Crown Anchor's ranks ASAP? Book your suites solo. That's the biggest thing. It's like the easiest, simplest way to do it. Stay in a junior suite by yourself. If you have family cruising with you, book an inside cabin for them and just have them move into the junior suite with you in practice. But yeah, book solo suites by yourself. Definitely the way to go. And book more cruises. Yeah. And if all else fails, Mark McShane is right. Just keep booking cruises until you reach the status right there. Let's see here. What's your karaoke jam? I always sing Red Solo Cup. That's a good one. You know what's a good one? Because Toby Keith has a very low voice that you don't have to like actually like raise your voice to hit those high notes. There are no high notes. But You've Lost That Love and Feeling is mine. Not that I'm singing it anytime soon, but yeah. Slew Dog, do you need to tell in advance the supper clubs for virgin drinks? No. You don't have to. You just show up there. In fact, when I've gone to the supper clubs, I don't eat shellfish. I don't eat pork, and I tell them right on the spot. No problem at all. They're good to go. And the same is true for the cocktails. So yeah, no problem at all on that one. Next question is from. How are we doing on time? We're good. We've got a little more time left. Dakota Cruiser, if I choose a suite guarantee, is there a limit on how big a suite they can assign? No. But spoiler alert, you're getting a junior suite. Just so you know. Suite guarantees are 99.9% going to be a junior suite. You're getting a junior suite. But no, there is, technically speaking, you could get the Royal Loft Suite, but you're not going to get it. It's going to be the junior suite. Oh no, Frank. The apple pie old fashioned is not great. I don't like that. I've had it. It's I eat, but the PB&J old fashioned is chef's kiss. So good. Another Kenny. How do you like the new elevator system on the ship? I love it. I think it's fantastic. I love it quite a bit. Next question is from Madison. For your first cruiser, for your big first cruise, I can't read. For first cruise, are you supposed to bring your passport and birth certificate? No. If you have a passport, you don't need to bring your birth certificate. So you get a passport, easy, good to go on that one. Kiera, maybe your first live. Welcome. Going to Utopia this weekend. What's the best way to maximize your time on an Oasis-class ship? Don't sleep. I mean, sleep, but minimize it. Wake up early, go to sleep late. I mean, you won't come back relaxed and rested, but you will maximize your time, definitely. You might also consider, Kiera, since you're only on a 3-night cruise, I think, or maybe a 4-nighter, you might skip a port day, maybe Coco Key, maybe Nassau, but you might stay on the ship for one of those days. It's hard to do that because it's like, but you might consider doing it to maximize your time on the ship. Jason, what ships are going to get amplified this year? Ovation, Harmony, and Liberty. William Ryman, do you have a ship tour for the ship you were last on yet? Brilliance, we do indeed. It's on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Tony Diaz is here. Hello, Tony. You are missed. We were talking about you earlier. I'm sure only good things, of course. Oh, no, I knew that kid. I usually, I understood that one. I just didn't know it was you. Otherwise, I would have messed back with you. But, you know, that's not your Facebook name. So there you go. Abgeek, for the Royal Caribbean Souvenir Cook-Ups, I heard instead of the drink package, you buy them for $5. Is this true or not? Yes, it is. We posted about this at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. A couple things, though. It goes into effect yesterday, but it only applies if you were to actually buy your drink package beginning yesterday. So if you bought a drink package anytime before yesterday, you're grandfathered in for those cruises. But yeah, basically you go to the bar and be like, hey, can I get a soda cup? And they charge you $5 for it. It's only for the refreshment and the deluxe drink package. But again, it is for purchases going forward now, although I would be shocked. I almost want to ask the guy working here, like, they don't have a spreadsheet of everybody who bought a drink package, you know, from I don't think they do. I could be wrong. Maybe they do. But anyway, I digress. The point is that it's if you bought it before March 15th, you're grandfathered in. What retired names would you like to see come back? Empress of the Seas. I think that's a great one. All the Sovereign class as well, while we're talking about it. Next question is from Michelle. Is Fort Lauderdale easy to fly into and get picked up? Very much so. Probably one of the easiest, actually, because the cruise port is so close to the airport. It's an easy airport, lots of roads in and out. Traffic is usually quite manageable, so yeah.
Short distance to Gulfies.
Let's see here. Will you post a ship tour for Star? We already did, my friend. It already exists. You can go watch it right now. No, watch it right now. We still have another 10 minutes here. But in 10 minutes, go watch it. Ooh, Kelly, I forgot about the fried Oreos. The fried Oreos, your recommendation?
Oh, no, that was Becky B's recommendation.
Are you not Kelly O?
I am.
But you said fried Oreos for the win. Becky B is dead to me. So I saw your message, and I saw fried Oreos for the win. Your message is on the screen right now. Is your credit.
Yes, we need fried Oreos.
Fried Oreos. Good. Chris K. Spear, thank you for the super chat. Matt, you mentioned sailing to Alaska out of Vancouver this year. Is this August 15th on Serenade? It's not. I'm going in June. So so close, but no. Same ship, same itinerary, probably. Same home port, but different months. So yeah, we'll be going there in June. Amy Von D wins, I think. Thank you for the super chat. Go on an Icon in 75 days. Any ship tips? Yeah, I mean, where could I start? You want to probably, obviously pre-plan, pre-book your dining, because dining is a big one. The shows, pre-book those. There was a huge line for the box office on board the ship. But I'll give you a little tip. If, let's say, you go to pre-book your shows and you can't get the comedy show or something, my backup tip for you is as soon as you get on board the ship, connect to the Wi-Fi, open the app. There were extra show reservations in the app. You got to be right on the ball with that. That's a big one. Don't overlook the Surfside. Even if you don't have kids, they got a great amount of food down there. Really worth trying out. Aquadome Market, which is to my right, fantastic. Definitely must eat over there. It's so good. Jess, if you were a Royal Caribbean Blog YouTube watcher, what would you ask yourself? Matt, how do you get so handsome and smart? And how do you deal with Tony Diaz? This is That's a great question. I don't know. I think a lot of the questions you guys are asking are pretty good. More like, experience, recommendations, these kinds of things, but never thought of it that way. Wow. Okay. This is Jeff Burns who posted this, right? Barry B. Do you prefer Teresa or Mark? It will be our secret. Well, since I'm within distance of being thrown 2 different Coke cans at me, I will not answer this question. They're both lovely people, especially because one of them is going to be getting me a seat at dueling pianos during this cruise. So I'm not risking anything here. Are the WoW bands worth it? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, there are fried Oreos? Becky, if you left your palatial suite with your Cabana boy, you would know that there are other things to eat on board, including fried Oreos, which are absolutely fantastic. Let's see here. Captain Bob coming in, literally, this might be his 6th or 7th super chat. I'm not sure, but 6-7. Please tell wife not to be mad that I'm going on Wonder without her. Dear Captain Bob's wife, don't be mad, be glad, because now you have the house to yourself. You can turn the thermostat to whatever you'd like to be at. You can watch whatever TV shows you'd like to watch. And you might not have to be watching Royal Caribbean Blog YouTube live streams. Instead, you could do other things as well. And remember, revenge is a dish best served with another cruise just for you. Victor, I know you don't recommend getting there Fort Lauderdale the same day as the cruise departs, but I'm sorry. Approximately how long it takes to get to the port at 10 a.m. They're very close by. I mean, the airport, literally, the property line of the airport and the cruise port are touching. So it's like, from door to door, like taxi door to door. I mean, with traffic, it's probably like 10 minutes, maybe 15. It's a very, very, very short drive. But Victor, if there's any way you could possibly avoid it, you don't need that kind of anxiety in your life. Yeah. Kenny says, please don't go overtime. The Windjammer closes soon. Well, we only got a few more minutes here. But yeah. By the way, everyone's asking where the fried Oreos are. It's called the Mason jar, ladies and gentlemen. The Mason jar has them at the restaurant. Although I suppose you probably can order from the bar too. But the Mason jar restaurant has them. So y'all got any more Mason jar in your life? Round Pond. If you got the ultimate dining package on Icon Class, is there a discount for the Star Club? There is, but you have to wait to book it on board the ship. It's not much, but it is a little bit. But you do risk it selling out, which would be the bigger issue right there. All right, guys, we have, you know what, just for fun, we have 5 minutes left. It's time for a lightning round. Give me a this or that, yes or no, Kenny or Craig, that kind of a question. We'll answer as many as we can in the next, well, I know there's a bit of a delay, so it's really like 4.5 minutes or so, 3.5 minutes right there. While we're waiting for all of you to load them in here, Marley has a real question for us. Wait, Marley, come back to us. Hi there. I know that they're limited, but why are there so few mentions of videos about the solo balcony and solo virtual balconies on some ships? Because they're very limited. In a lot of cases, they're not cheap, and I feel like they're just so limited, it's almost not worth mentioning because I just feel like it gets like frustrating when you can't find them. So that's probably part of it right there. Mark, thanks for the super chat, buddy. How to watch football on Anthem of the Seas with no playmakers. The easiest way is on your device. If you can stream it from home, that's a good one. But they will show it other places, like on the pool deck and other venues as well. So, ketchup or catsup or ketchup? Ketchup. Catsup's not a word. Craps or roulette? Craps for sure. Apple or Android? Well, I'm an Apple guy, but I'm testing out the Fold 7, and I like this quite a bit. But I do Apple. It's got to be Apple. I'm not switching, I'm just testing out. Odyssey or Oasis? Probably Oasis, but I'm going to Odyssey again. I really liked Odyssey. I'm going on Odyssey later this year. I might change my mind on that one. But right now, Oasis. Pool or beach? Pool, for sure. Pool is definitely the way to go. Port Canaveral or Miami? Well, I live in Orlando, so I'll say Port Canaveral. Sail Away is prettier in Miami, for sure. Chef's Table, yes or no? Yes, absolutely. Alaska or Europe? Oh my God, that's like picking my favorite McChain. You just can't do it.
Europe.
Yeah, I like Europe a lot because there's a lot more to do there. Like, I mean, Alaska's just utterly beautiful. I would say this: do Alaska first, then do Europe.
Book them both.
Yeah, book them both. Once again, Mark, the man of reason right here. When is the members only live stream? Next Monday, Mark Gravy. So next Monday, right after this one coming up. Pink Floyd or the Red Sox beating the Yankees? Pink Floyd, for sure. I'll listen to Pink Floyd on endless repeat if that's the case. This or that, flying out the same day or hanging out in Canaveral area a day or two. Wait, what? Or hanging out in Canaveral area a day or two before flying out.
Yeah.
Oh, flying out, not flying in. Now I understand your question. I'd probably fly out the same. I'd probably fly out the same day. I just like to rip my Band-Aid and go home. I'm depressed. The cruise is over. Yeah, so. Brilliance or Mariner of the Seas? Mariner of the Seas. Cozumel or Costa Maya? Well, if the hours were good, unlike this cruise, I would do Costa Maya. Otherwise, Cozumel. Playmakers on Wonder or Playmakers on Star? Oh, Star. Air conditioning. Hello. Not even a question. Is Chef's Table worth it for a foodie? Absolutely. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Walk or ride? Oh, that's not who this was. Dan. I'm like, what kind of question is this? Ride, Dan. Why, Dan? Why? Take a car ride, my friend. Judge or Jeter? It's a great question, Joe. I think Jeter. He was Captain Clutch. Judge is a great guy, but I think Jeter so far still has a beat. I'd rather, if it was the bottom of the ninth and I needed one hit, I'd want Jeter up there. Kenny or Craig with Craig spelled wrong? Craig. We love Craig. We love Kenny too, but yeah. Icon, is Kenny still here? Icon or Star?
No, he went to the Windjammer.
Star. Yeah, he went to the Windjammer. Woo, we're safe. All right, good. Alaska, Serenade, or Quantum? I pick Serenade. I think the itinerary is a little bit better. So, who is better looking, you or Kenny? Come on, bruh. Bruh. It's not even a question.
And he does look good in a dress.
Gustavo, thank you for the super chat. Just curious why you love Mariner, so do I. It was the cruise I went on for my honeymoon, and then that was kind of like the start of it. But really, I think it's like Voyager class, great value, great layout. It's a big ship. These days you can get it for dirt cheap, I feel like, and it's just it has. I like the upgrades she got in her amplification. So there you go. Tony Diaz or Kenny? You guys are just now. I'm not even. Listen, first of all, I would pick Kenny over Tony. Come on. But come on now. These are just awful. You guys are just starting fights. This is like high school girl drama level fights right now we're engaged in. So do you do Facebook Live every Tuesday? As long as Teresa reminds me, yes, I do it every Tuesday. So there you go. All right, we're overtime here. Kenny's got to go to the Windjammer to get his second dinner, and I got to go to a comedy show. So guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all our members. Thank you to all our MEI travel friends. And thank you to all of you for joining us here, being a part of the fun. Whoever I told 10 minutes ago to not watch my Star video, you can now go watch the ship tour of Star of the Seas. Until then, guys, have a wonderful week. We'll be back again next Monday. Talk again very soon right here on YouTube. Bye, everyone.